In this video, we will cover parallel and perpendicular lines. Parallel lines are those that have the same slope but different y-intercepts. Parallel lines will never intersect, they will never meet. Perpendicular lines are those whose slopes are opposite. That means that if one is positive, the other one will be negative. And the slopes are also reciprocals of each other. That means that if one has a slope of a over b, the other will have the slope of b over a. But they are allowed to have the same y-intercept. Now, perpendicular lines intersect at right angles, right here at 90 degrees, and the product of the slopes, for example this one, if we have these two equations, the slope of the first one is 2/3 and the slope of the second is negative 3 over 2. The product of these slopes, when you multiply them, will be -1. Now, keeping this information in mind, we move to the next section. Then let's continue by learning how to find the slope of parallel and perpendicular lines. When we are being asked to find the slope of a parallel or perpendicular line to a given equation, we first must find the slope of the given equation. If you watch the video finding slope, you will remember that there are two methods to find the slope of an equation. The first is using the slope-intercept formula, where the slope is given by m. The second is using the standard form, where the slope is given by -a over b. We're going to try both. So we begin with our equation. The equation that is being given to us is 3x plus 2y is equal to 6. Now, if I want to place my equation in slope-intercept form, first I have to make sure that my x's are on the right side of the equal sign. So I'm going to move the x's from the left, which is a positive 3x, to the right side of the equal sign. From left to right, 3x minus 3x, that will go to 0, leaving me with 2y equals, now on the right side I have this 6 minus 3x. Now these are not like terms. I cannot combine them. One is a 6 and the other one is an x. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write them separately. It doesn't really matter which one you write first, but I'm going to write the x's first just so that it can look like the slope-intercept form. So this will become -3x and bring down the positive 6. Now we're not done. In the slope-intercept form, the y is by itself, and here I still have this multiplication by 2. So the opposite of multiplication is division. That means that every single term will get divided by 2. From left to right, 2 divided by 2 is 1. So we have 1y, or just y. That goes to 1. Remember, this one goes to 0, and this one goes to 1, equals, on the right side I have -3 divided by 2. Well, 3 cannot be divided by 2 evenly, so I'm going to leave it as a fraction. Don't forget the x. However, 6 is able to divide by 2. 6 divided by 2 will be +3. Out of these two numbers, remember the slope is the coefficient of x, so then the slope of this equation will be -3 over 2. Now let's see if we can find the same slope with the second method. Let me bring down our equation. Our equation was 3x plus 2y is equal to 6. Notice how our equation is in standard form, because a will be 3, b will be 2, and 6 will be c. So a will be 3, b is 2, and c is 6. Then using the formula m is equal to -a over b, we know that a is 3, so this will be -3 over b is 2. And notice how the slope ends up being the same as in method 1. So then the slope of the given equation, let's write it down. Okay, is m equals negative 3 over 2. So now we're ready to find the slope of the parallel line. Remember from before, parallel lines have the same slope. That means that the slope of a parallel line sometimes is marked by a double bar like this. So when you see m with a double bar as a subscript, that means that they want the slope of the parallel line. So since parallel lines have the same slope, the slope will remain the same as the given equation. Now, if you want the slope of the perpendicular line, okay, let me write that. The slope of a perpendicular line is denoted by an upside down T. Okay, that means the slope of the perpendicular. Now remember, the slope of the perpendiculars are supposed to be opposite in sign. So since the slope of the given equation is negative, then the slope of the perpendicular line will be positive. Now the slope of perpendicular lines are also reciprocals of each other. That means since the slope of the given line is 3 over 2, the slope of the perpendicular line will be 2 over 3. Now we don't need to write the plus here, so we can rewrite this as just positive 2 over 3. So the slope of the parallel line will be the same as the given equation, and the slope of the perpendicular line will be opposite in sign and reciprocal.
Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.